Hello and good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Esther at Stampin' Star Creations and you've landed on my page. This is on Facebook, but I do try and get this over on YouTube, so those who are missing out can catch me over on YouTube as well. Welcome. So today is a bit of a first play day with a new stamp set that I've actually borrowed off my sister. So I'm going to have a quick play with that. It's called Birds and Branches. Some people are bird people, some people are not. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Do say hello if you're joining me live today. And if you're catching the replay, it's always nice to see that people watch this later. Maybe in their time zone it suits them better. So replay, hashtag replay, good enough for me. Just drop me a hello afterwards. It's nice to see who's watching. I hope you're having a good day. Excuse the noise, I have got my fan on. I won't survive if I didn't have it on my desk. It's very warm again here in the UK. We are Tuesday the 20th of July 2021. So yeah, in the kind of height of summer, sort of. So let's get started and I'll show you the stamp set. Maybe you can suggest some colours. I'm just going to have a little play, see what we get up to today. So I can see people hopping on. Do say hello so that I know that you're here and who's watching. I can see some familiar icons coming up in the corner. So Birds and Branches is this stamp set here. I've not even really opened it. Hi there Carol, welcome. Let's have a look. So we've got a photopolymer stamp set, which means it's clear, it's see-through, which means when you come to stamp it you can see exactly where you're working. Very tempted to these. Oh, I've just noticed it's got a love heart. Sets that have got hearts and stars and little flowers, always really useful. And one thing I spotted about this set is on the front you can have different types of feet. So you can have them hooked over the branch and standing up or actually sitting on the branch, which is rather sweet. And because this is a nice generic set, you could probably make up your own birds and do stuff with it. Now, Ruth has obviously used this. This is just a post-it note where she's stamped, which means you can put that over the image when you come to stamp it and then not have anything cover your image. So I'm going to get stuck in with this branch. This is calling me. So because these are, well, all of the stamps was just get stuck to clear blocks. So blocks come in different sizes. I've got my basket full here. And there's a nice long one to put our branch on. I was going to try and call you up on my other device if I can. It's always useful to see comments on another device. Ellie says she's watching whilst blow drying her hair. She can't hear much. I won't be able to type for a while, so I don't know if you can hear me, Ellie. But I will stick with me, she says. Thank you. Thanks, Ellie, if you can hear me. Good morning to Barbie, Louise, Mindy and Carol. Welcome. Do come on in. So I've got that one for the branch. That's as far as I've got. And I've got some pre-cut paper here. Welcome Tracy. And this is our Whisper white paper. So it's a lovely smooth surface to do our stamping. I'm going to go fairly traditional. Do a brown branch, I think. It's always a good place to start. Welcome Wendy. Lovely to see you. I'm looking for my foam piercing mat. This just gives me a level surface. Sometimes I find that underneath my layers of paper the table is a little bit lopsided or a bit wobbly, so I'm just going to go straight in fact, why don't we do a few branches just to see. And you can also extend a branch, so let's extend a branch. Sounds like a special tool, an extender branch. And I'm going to come over here, because that's what you can do with stamps. You can move them, you can, you know, create things with them. They don't, you know, it doesn't have to be a branch, it could be a tree. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to, oh, double Wendy. We've got Wendy and Christine. So on my branch, I want to go straight in with these to just see what these do. Are these flowers? Do they fit on the branch? Are they leaves? They can be whatever you want them to be. See, I've got a flower here, which we could add on, and we've got petals. I quite like the idea of these and I'm thinking rather than leaves whether to do them as something else. But tell you what, let's go soft sea foam. That's the name of the colour I'm going to use. And we could use this for two things, for the leaves and for the petals. Excuse me, I need a drink. Thankfully, my water stayed nice and cold. Okay, let's do this in a pale green and see how that... Oh, that's pretty. Let's bring you in so you can see what I'm stamping. And then, because this comes off the page, we are going to stamp. Now remember, you can stamp twice with your inks generally. This is a very light colour, so it will come out very lightly, but it is on the page, believe it or not. Hello Esther and Crafter, says Valerie. Welcome, lovely to see you, Valerie. Now, with this huge nest, is this going to be too big? It's rather large. But, you know, again, we don't have to use the whole image. We can have it off to the side, but I think it's going to be a little bit squished for the birds. Could just put some eggs in there. Just have it as a nest of eggs without the birds. I'm just seeing what birds we got in here as well. Okay, let's have a look. I think I would like to introduce a few flowers to the mix. And I'm feeling like blossom, like a nice pale pink. How about some... Oh, sorry. We're going to go polished pink. Sorry, Freesia, not your turn. But I'm going to stamp off once to give me a lighter colour. So that would be quite strong, and if I stamp off again I get a nice pale colour. So I'm just going to tuck these in here, just to give the impression of a flower being on the branch. A bit like a blossom. What's everybody up to today? Let me know if you're okay. Let me know if it's super hot where you are, or maybe it's super cold. Get people watching from all over the world, which is very exciting. I just realised you could probably double these up and make like a different type of flower all by itself. I think I'm gonna go with, oh, I don't know. Make a cool hairstyle though, wouldn't it? Let's go for the bird. I feel like it might take up too much space. I've just discovered this. Nobody told me about this. Hey, good looking. Ooh, hello. Got a bit of flirting going on in my life today. Good job it's my husband. There we go. Didn't notice that branch. I know for next time. Let's stick him to the side. Okay, birds. I've got a thing about birds having to face the right direction, so this is going to face inwards. And then you've got these overlays as well. Valerie's enjoying the beautiful weather. And I think I might go kind of quite typical bluebird-esque, you know? So we're going to go a bit of... Is that big enough? We'll go So Saffron. Now, you can't see that, I've just stamped it there, but if I... It's quite dark, my So Saffron, because it's a new colour, so I'm just going to stamp off once. And then... Should we sit him in here? I'm going to go up a little bit, in case I put some feet on it. Okay, very pale, but it's there. And then... maybe some balmy blue. It's a generic bird, okay? The hair is dry now. This is looking good, like cherry blossom. Good, good. That's the aim. Oh, am I? I'm not gonna... Let's check out what this bird looks like at the end of my paper. Okay, because it'd be a paler colour, so because it's see-through, I can see right on top of where I'm stamping. Oh, you're cute. Hello, little birdie. Oops, got my finger in that. I'm sure I did. Okay, and then we're going to give it some feet. Which feet do I need? Little claspy feet there. Hold on tight to the branch. That's so cute that they include the feet. And we'll use a dark brown early espresso to distinguish. Oh, I love trees in bloom, says Wendy. There we go. Stay there, little fella. Okay, I feel like it needs... How about using this flower? It's nice just to have a play. We were talking about this the other day on our team meeting and saying about playing. And sometimes we can get a little bit caught up in stamping and making cards straight away, but we forget to play, you know. Be like a child, play, enjoy the process. So I'm going to come in again with my polished pink, stamp off, and then come back in. So I've got that lighter colour, and we're just going to have a few floating blossoms. So, you know, you can have a bit of artistic license. You're making it yourself, you're your own artist. So you can choose different colours, you don't have to have pink blossom. You can have any colour you want. Okay. Now interestingly, this stamp set doesn't have any sentiments. So if you just want a card without sentiments on, you don't have to. You can just leave it as it is. So I'd like to do something else to this. She's eyeing up her stencils, rifling through. Now that might be quite quaint to have like a little... Let's just trial it. Always trialing the stencils. Where's the blue that we just had? Balmy. Have you gone back in your box already? Yes. Has anyone had an ice cream today? It's kind of the weather for it here. So coming back with my Balmy blue using a blending brush. I'm going to try, now the great thing about this is that you can see through. I'm going to try and avoid where I've just done my blooms, my blossoms. Just holding it nice and tight with my thumb and my finger. If you find that tricky, then you can tape your stencils down to stop it slipping and moving. No ice cream for Ellie, but she just had a cold shower. Don't you just hate it when you have a cold shower and you get really hot afterwards again? Just me? I'm sure there's others of you out there. So I've had a rather different morning. I've had a very relaxing morning because I had an early birthday present and I've just had a facial and it was rather relaxing and lovely. Yeah, so I feel all bright and breezy. Right, are you ready for the great reveal? I could just go have a little sneak peek first. Oh, that's cute. It's kind of like, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Okay, I want to do more. I can't think of the word, like nostalgic, that's the word. 42 centigrade by Matt's Machine. Boy, I'm glad I'm not there right now. Worse than some of the countries that it gets. Oh, it was so nice, Ellie. So nice. Nice to have a bit of pampering once in a while. Tempted to run this through the machine. And I wasn't going to concentrate on one card so much, but as I'm here, I want to put a bit of texture onto this. So this is one of our textured embossing folders. In fact, I think it's called something like textured embossing folder. And I'm going to bring on the lady beast. Don't worry, it's not a person. In case you were worried. What am I looking for? My plates would be good. So for this you generally need only plate number 1. Then you sandwich your paper in between the embossing folder, and then you have plate number 4. Remember, if the handle's not turning smoothly, don't force it. You might have the wrong layers. So let's have a look. Oh, I did it on the I did it on the deboss side, but that still gives it texture, and that gives it an interesting look to it. So let's move that over out of the way, and I think I'm just going to bring you back down. Wendy says I have to put cream on head to toe. Shower is needed again after I've finished. Oh, that's frustrating. Okie doke, let's have a look at some balmy blue card. It's got a little look. Got our backing on there. That's quite sweet and mellow. Let's see, white on white. Oh, that's quite nice. A bit of white. Soft seafoam. I think you lose a bit of the colour. Hi there, Bobby. I think I like it on the blue, but possibly with a white layer. It looks kind of shabby chic, vintage shabby chic. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's got that, maybe needs a white layer, so I might need to chop that down. Okay, I'm going to leave that for a second because I'd like to do some more stamping and we can come back to that. Excuse me. As soon as I start talking on these lives, the old frog needs clawing. Where's the stamp set disappeared to? Oh, well, that's a good start, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. See what else we got. I quite liked the idea, I'm going to grab out another stamp set, of having a bit of a... Actually, what about... Sorry, changing my mind. Something like this. So this is a sneak peek of a new stamp set that's coming out in August to customers. And you can get it for free with any £45 purchase. And I thought, look, I just noticed that. Some birdie splats. So let's have a little play with this, see what we can come up with. So I quite like the idea of maybe just doing like a bit of a creative background. We'll just use the same colours on my desk, I think. So, oops, I've got a bit of a crafter lunch going on. So let's... Okay, let me... Oh, sorry, the brain is ticking before the hands can keep up. It's a woman's privilege to change her mind, says Ellie. Not that Ellie talks like that, but I'm just quoting in a bit of a... Right, I want to put this there, so I've got a central piece. Oh, that's a nice blob. It's like, what you call it, you know, a spray. What about this one? Does that fit around there? Oh, I have to explore this stamp set a bit more. Right, I wanted to just do some kind of, go for some pattern. Oh, I've just noticed that I've changed the way in which I'm doing my... Never mind. So I stamping in different directions with... But that's okay. It's just to get the impression of... Okay, that's fun. I'm going to do this blobby one here. Okay. I'm holding fire. I'm just going to see what else we have here. Dee dee dee. Okay, let's do what we said we were going to do and try this as a branch. I've got, guess what? I got a few blobs. No worries, Barbie. Barbie's got to run. And she'll catch the replay. So maybe doing our branch, make it more look a bit more tree-like. We've got the smaller branch, which I now know about. This block is way too big, but you know. I've got a song in my head, there'll be bluebirds over white cliffs of Dover. Dee dee dee, dee 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 dee. Okay. I like the bird splats, they make me laugh. So what colour? Oh, can you hear the bird outside? I feel like he should sit up in a tree. What about a bluebird? Oh, somebody's busy chirping. Let's do it. And I'm going to use a dark brown. No, soft suede. Wow, you're a busy bird today, tweeting away. This is soft suede. He's not quite sat in a branch, is he? he's wedged. Wedged between two branches. Let's get you holding on for dear life, sort of. I do feel like doing grey splatters. Is that a bit naughty? Oh, what am I remembering here? Oh, bear with me a second, I've got to sort something out. Right, shall I do grey? What do you reckon? Oops, I lost your comment. That was clever, wasn't it? Or Sahara sand colour. Wedged between two branches sounds like a song. Torn between two lovers. Is it a song? Actually, we could do more of the blue, the green. Let's do that. Let me just... I feel like he's floating now with that green blob there, so I'm going to add some more green. I was just trying to use what colours were on my desk rather than keep introducing more. Create a bit of a background. Hi there, Christine. Right, let's do these blobs. Splatters. Oh, perfect bird splatters, aren't they? Bit of fun. Let's just say, like, sorry, having a bad day or something. Oh, I don't make good luck cards, but if I was, this would be it. Oh dear, let's have a look. Seeing if there's an appropriate sentiment. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Just, there's the word smile. You were a rare find. Oh dear. Well, it's a different form of splatter, isn't it? I think the tree is lacking, so let's put some leaves or summit on it. Let's have a look. Should we go for our pinky petals with this one? I wonder if we just keep it like a brown or yellow. Yellow could do. Let's add yellow. Oh, that brightens up the picture a bit. Right, I don't want to collide with the bird, so we're just going to move it over. Okay, a bit different. Right, let's have another play. I think this could go a bit darker, a bit vintagey, a bit browner. A bit browner, is that a word? More brown. So funny, I get so used to using the Stampin' Up blending brushes and the other ones that I've got, that when you go to your cheapy ones, they're so different. They put on the colour a lot harsher because the bristles aren't so tightly packed. There we go. Two different birds on branches. Right, let's make the nest the feature. Squashing my card. Wondering whether I've got this nice set of colours sitting next to me here. I wonder whether to use these. So let's do the nest. This will make a nice new home card. Have a nesting birds. So if your stamp doesn't fit straight across a block, sometimes you can manage to put it on diagonally and it'll fit. So that's worth knowing about. Just debating what colour to use. I think we'll use soft suede now. I'm going to stamp that, but lift it up, and I've moved it ever so slightly so that the rest of the ink can fill in the gaps of the nest. Okay, so that's second and third generation stamping, so you're stamping again. Do we want a nice branch for our nest to sit on? Do you guys have birds come to your garden? It's usually the same ones, isn't it? Same birds. Although we've branched out to starlings recently. Lots of sparrows. Can have a double branch supporting the nest. Okay, I'm getting in a bit of a mess here. Bit of a pickle. Now, let's have a look at. Oh, I've got, right, let's have a look. I could do with my chamois to clean off. Chamois, where are you? When knife splats on you, says Mindy. I think the comments aren't coming through. Let me just see if I can go back in. That's a bit better. Hi there, Delinda. So I'm going to wipe this one off. And I'd like the idea of a bit of colour mixing. So I'm going to start with the palest, which is So Saffron. Which I wasn't going to use this colour, I was going to use Bumblebee. Bit of Bumblebee. Bit of Calypso. Just dabbing it on. And a bit of Just Jade for his head. Okay, now normally I'd like to mix that, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it. Nice. So the overlay bit here, those bird splatters make me laugh. I know that's not what they're intentionally for, but it kind of definitely reminds me of bird splatter. Yeah, can you hear it? Can you hear the birds singing in the background? I got my window open and they're busy chirping away. It's rather cute. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know who's singing. But it's very timely. It's like they come just for my life. Okay, this is Night of Navy. We're going to go over the whole bird. Ah, a bit different. Some sort of canary-like creature. And I was going to do two birds, but actually, not sure if I can fit them on. Let's have a look. Little birdie, little birdie. Oh, smudging. I might have this one just coming in. Now the interesting thing is it's got an extra wing, and I don't know if that wing, maybe the wing goes at the back, I don't know. Is that the wrong one? I feel like the wing is for the, got to figure this out. Don't think it looks a bit big. Oh, sorry, am I missing comments? Just popped in to say a quick hi. Lovely to see you, Jamie. Hi there. So funny, you're stamping a bird and you have the bird sound effect. Yeah, right. Sorry, for whatever reason my comments aren't coming up on my other device, so I'm losing track of what people are saying. So let's just quickly swap these over. We'll try that technique again, where we're going to ink up. Let me just try going out and in again. Okay, we'll see what happens. So we're going to go a bit of yellow, a bit of Calypso, just dab it in, don't overthink it. I'm just going where we haven't been before. So this one's quite lined, but by the time you get the outline on it, I'm going to pop him up here. I say him because it's usually the male bird that goes off and... So, well, no, they take it in turns, don't they, to get the food. There we go. They need feet. They do look a bit lost without their feet. That one's perching. And look, we've even got feet in the opposite direction. They've thought about these things. Amazing. Stampin' Up aren't just a pretty face. If Stampin' Up had a face. Right, I'm very mindful that the branches are very bare. So, I need to, I'm running out of blocks, so I'm just going to do a bit of manoeuvring here. And add on some more branches. A bit more support for the nest. Oh, my bird song has stopped now. Got a smudge there. And let's use just jade. Have the colours in keeping with nice thick branches with thick leaves nesting amongst the leaves. In fact, I might even introduce some more branches. Oh, don't want it to go up his bottom. Let's put it there. Maybe one maybe sort of, you know, coming off the corner as if it's part of another tree perhaps. There we go, the song has stopped because it worked. He attracted a mate, says Ellie. Oh, the food's over here, that's what usually happens. If I put out some mealworms for them, they start chirping away. Food! Food time! Breakfast is here. Now I do want to put some little eggs in the nest. I'm surprised Ruth's not chopped these eggs apart. They're a bit close, they're a bit far apart for my liking. I want them to be close together, so because I want them to be close together, I'm definitely running out of blocks now. You'd think you'd have enough blocks, wouldn't you? Okay, what colour? Will this show up a nice soft seafoam egg? Let's practice on our test paper. Yeah, that'll do. So, now I don't want the full eggs in there because eggs don't just sit on... Oh, sorry. It's like stuck in my drawer. Eggs don't just sit on the top of the nest. They're actually in the nest, aren't they? So I'm just going to get a bit of post-it note and just do a tear. So I've got a jaggedy edge, like so. And then you can just place it there, look. And then I can come in and stamp my eggs. Now I'm just going to, there's enough space for me to have a gap. Oh, Ellie said you could do dottage on the egg. And I don't want them sitting straight either, I want them, you know, a bit of an angle. There, I prefer that. So that's one way of getting around it. Look, that's better. You could do spots on the egg, she says. You could. Could. Let's have a look. Just looking to see if something will give me some immediate spots. It'd be very tricky, they're teeny tiny. Let's have a look. I'm not giving up that easily. Oh, now there's a few stamp sets with dots in them. Let's do this one. It might be a little bit... let's do this. Let's do this. Rummage. Okay. So, on here there's a nice set of 3 dots. And I might get the balmy blue. Good morning, Vicky. I presume it's the morning. Just do the ends of the... There. Happy? Are you happy now? Okay, I feel like it needs some sky. So, I've got this lovely die here. Which we can create some sky with. Oh my death, it is getting a little bit full. Let's turn it into a musical. Now, I've got a bit of card here, might as well use it. I'm going to bring out the baby because the table's getting a bit full. It must have dottage for an Esther project. Can't resist a bit of dots. Now, have I got a piece missing? No. And the plate is a lot thinner than the big one. It throws me sometimes. Right, let's cut a slit off. Of this. Now I get a bit confused which way I want the clouds to be. It throws me. So I think we want this one. Do we? Do we want this one? No, it's this one. Yeah, because you want the... Don't mind me. Let's get some nice cloudy shapes going on. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, birds. Now, I've not added any extra ink on my brush, it's just what's on there at the moment. A nice kind of subtle sky. That's better, makes me happy. Right. Just needed summit. Oh, look. That's like proper sky going on there, isn't it? Cool. Right, not sure what to do with that bit there. So the reason why I left that gap at the top is because I thought, you know, if you wanted to add a sentiment, I can. Something like love and laughter forever after. Something like congratulations. Life is better with a friend like you. Wishing you every happiness this special day will bring. These are the moments we'll look back on with joy. That's a nice sentiment. I love a proper sky, right, Deborah? Gorgeous, a real Bob Ross moment. What would Bob Ross say? Just checking out my sentiments. I want something like a new home sentiment. Celebrate the wonder of this day. Make the world a better place. Oh, I don't know. What should we say? What should we say? Oh, the other one. We can have to a friend that makes me smile. On that one. Sorry, I'm dithering. I'm trying to find a nice sentiment. I don't want that. You're amazing. So glad it's your birthday. I hope your day is a real treat. Enjoy. Ah, this. Sorry. You know when you just find the right one. This, right. Congratulations on your growing family. I like that. That's cute. A nice alternative. I still don't know what I'm going to do about this right now. I might do a... So this comes from All for Baby Stamp Set. You know when you hit on the jackpot and you're like, yes, that's the one. That's what I want it to say. Something a bit different. I do like an alternative baby card. Now, what colour do we go? We could go Just Jade. Again, yes. Now, the reason why I'm going to go for Just Jade is because we've got, you know, I was thinking about doing the navy, but we've only got navy blue here. And if you put navy blue there, your eyes kind of get drawn into the area. If I put Just Jade, which is the same colour here, your eye will hopefully kind of go round and then drawn to the middle. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. What I might do is incorporate some more. I'm just going to, because this hasn't been stamped before, I'm just going to stamp it. Because sometimes new stamps need conditioning. Sometimes there's a bit of a film on it. So already I can see the difference between those two. So that one was a little bit sketchy, but that second one was better. So it's worth sometimes just stamping your stamps a few times if they're new before you use them. Ellie says, this has given me an idea for a baby card I need for tomorrow. Thank you. Let me just think that again. So, congratulations on your growing family. There! See what I'm making? Dropping stamps now. Hold on, because I'm going to end up losing stuff. Okay. So a lot of the times when I'm doing these lives and I'm playing with things for the first time, it's often the last card is my favourite and sometimes viewers' favourite because it's the process of playing and seeing what works, maybe doesn't work so well, and it's getting yourself to that point to find out what, you know, bringing all those things that you've learnt together to then make that final piece. So I'm going to use Dark Night of Navy blend, and I am going to do some splats. Okay, I am wondering about this. I've got a smudge just above the head and I'm wondering whether to turn that into, put a bit of a ribbon on it. If in doubt, put a little bit of ribbon on it. Do, 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 do. Might look awful, might look brilliant. We're going to check it out. So this is some Calypso coral ribbon that came in a set of two. With pear pizzazz. I often use it for my packaging because these are my logo colours. Now, interestingly, I had a class on Saturday and we were talking about bows. Okay, might be a bit much, but either that or let's have a look. So, and this person, when she did bows, I won't name names in case she watches later, she did a knot first and then did a bow. But we were saying if you take out the knot, you get less bulk. And also, if you're trying to make your bows better, just keep pulling the tails and the bow. And you can pull the bow, if you pull the ears, it makes it tighter. Pull the tails and it makes the bow smaller. So just by knowing those little tricks, it can make all the difference. Now, what are we thinking with the bow? Do you want a tiny little... I think I'm a bit attracted to the tiny bow. I'm going to make it even smaller. So by, look, pulling out the tails and tightening the ears. Pull the tails and tighten the ears. Good job I'm not on a vet show, isn't it? Ellie's not so keen. I don't like that, she says. Don't like it. Just stamp a bit more leaves over the smudge. You guys aren't keen on the bow, are you? Do you think it makes it look a bit twee? A bit? Let's go with the leaves. Delinda has spoken. Yep, I could do more leaves. I'd rather you stamp more leaves, said Ellie. Yeah, we can fix it with leaves. We can do that. Here goes. What smudge? Put some leaves on it. Put some glitter on it, says Matt. Leaves, says my mum. The bow is cute, isn't it? It's just going to have to come out on another project. Right, I'd like to see what this now looks like on an actual card, because you get making and then when it's not complete it's nice to see the finished version. So we could go many a direction. We could go a neutral crumb cake. I quite like that. Sometimes there's no need to explore further once you've decided. I haven't got any Just Jade. Now if I had Just Jade card, it might swamp it too much in the same colour, but let's have a look. Oh, I've had an avalanche. See what I mean? It's, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to eat my hat. Eat my own words. What say you? Just Jade or crumb cake background? I was going to try another colour. I can't remember what it was now. I think always just testing out white is useful for a really kind of modern looking card. I know what I was going to try, a softer succulent. Oh, enjoy your lunch. Take care. That's nice. That's a bit in betweeny. That's soft succulent. I quite like that. Okay, while you decide, I'm going to bring back these. Did we decide on this one? Did we decide on a blue? Crumb cake, succulent. I brought out the succulent later, so some of you might have to revote. Soft succulent base in crumb cake, on crumb cake. Yeah, I think I could get away with one layer on this particular one. I don't think it needs two. I'm going to go for that. I like that. That can... Now, I did wonder about that on a white base first. To just bring that out a little bit. Sometimes, you know, by adding a white layer can make all the difference to a card. You love the crumb cake, but now I love the succulent. I think, yeah, I'm going to stick with the succulent. You've got to always remember I can see it in real life. And when you actually see it in person, it looks different from the colours on the screen. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4. Docked his tail a tiny bit by 5 1/2. Hopefully that will be enough. That's my nice little layer around the edge. And I'm gonna do it on balmy blue, but I'm going to add this layer of white so that it just breaks up the colour, makes it stand out even more. Hi Shirley. There we go. How am I doing on the odd time? Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Excuse me a minute. I need to just... Okie dokes, let's get this stuck down. So I'll be back on your screens tonight at 9 o'clock. It is hot, 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 isn't it? Rather hot. I'm trying to stay as cool as possible. So if you want to join me tonight over on YouTube, I'll be coming live at 9 o'clock. And if you have the WhatsApp app and would like to be notified of when I'm coming live, particularly I tend to remember on YouTube and I can get a link, then just drop me a message or an email and I can get you added to the list. So thank you for joining me today in discovering the Birds and Branches, excuse me my voice, Birds and Branches stamp set. And I'm going to show you my nice mess on my desk. This is what happens. Gets a little bit, you know, I got as far as stacking my inks. Right, sorry, my alarms keep going off. I've got reminders of things that I need to get done. So let's turn this around. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. I quite like the last card. You'll have to let me know which one's your favourite. I think I might have stuck this slightly on the wonk. But there's the first one we did with some stenciling. This one was quite fun with the bird splatters, and I got to find a fun sentiment possibly to go with that one. And then we did congratulations on your growing family, which I think is rather sweet with the little eggs in the nest. Quite appropriate really. And just a nice different alternative. Yeah, I like the last one, Vicky. A nice alternative to a baby card. So thank you so much for watching along today. It's lovely to see you all. Please do take care of yourselves and catch me later if you're around. Toodles to Delinda and everybody. Vicky only saw the last one, so that's not a very good vote then, Vicky, is it? Take care and lots of love. Thank you, Shirley. Likes 1 and 3. I agree. I'm not convinced about number 2. But it's a bit fun. Good night. Good morning, good afternoon, take care, God bless, lots of love. Bye for now. See you later.